Should Nikko Locastro be banned from the Pro Tour? Honestly, I opened Facebook today. I didn't watch this clip, but everyone is talking about it. I'm a part of a couple disc golf groups, whether it's buying and selling discs or just like my local whatever disc golf thing. But everyone's talking about this, like the Nikko Locastro's a degenerate, all this stuff. They're really mad at Nikko Locastro. So I have not seen any of this. I don't know what happens. I don't know if there's like actual physical fight or something that occurs. But I was just going to give my take before we even watch it. Honestly, probably not. He probably shouldn't be banned. And it's probably not a big deal. He's been a pro since 2006. And by pro, I mean, he, in 2006, his first year, like, being pro, he played in the Worlds. He won over $2,000. Like, he's been, you know, grinding and playing at the top for a very, very long time. Okay, like, honestly, you wouldn't expect someone new to the Pro Tour. Like, you wouldn't expect Gannon Burr to, like, have, like, a outburst or something, even though he's, like, younger. You know, you'd expect someone who's, like, really passionate about the game. But, honestly, I don't know what happens, so let's get right into it. But anyways, what I'm gonna say is, before we even watch it, I think Nikko definitely has some, like, breathing room, and people shouldn't hate on him right away, you know what I mean? Let's see what happens.
Some things happened on the team. Just a few months ago, Nikko Locastro will be called for a time violation here.
Oh. Okay, but he threw OB. Maybe not. It looks like he's, like, right next to the OB. Maybe he threw OB on his first shot.
So he was out of bounds off the tee, so this was his third.
Okay, okay.
Which he missed.
Right.
Wait. Why didn't they show his full shot? This whole clip is so awful.
Nikko Locastro,
oh, so he was really thinking about his shot.
Time violation here.
So he was out of bounds off the tee, so this was his third.
Okay, by how much? How much was he?
Right.
So what happens here?
He gets called for a time
before this
violation.
round, so you have a penalty too.
Okay, wait.
Here?
He gets
Please. Why do they talk over this?
called for a time
Before this
violation.
round, so you have a penalty too. What?
Oh. Alright, before we watch the rest of it, because now it's a bit Nikko's fault. Oh my gosh. One, I feel like... So he got like a warning before. So now he's gonna get a stroke, I guess? Or maybe another warning? Or they're, like, whatever. I wish they would show by how much he actually violated the time. The time rules are kind of dumb, to be honest with you. It's like, because think of ball golf. Like, the time rule, like, they have minutes for each shot. You know, they're walking up to the green, they're talking to their caddy, all this stuff. I think the last thing you're thinking about in a situation like this is, like, how much time am I taking? Especially for these, like, I feel like it should be enforced for smaller events. But for these massive events where there's, like, live coverage and commentary, it's like, obviously it's for the fans. The people competing, like, they don't care who takes time. I'm curious by how much time Nikko took. But when Nikko says what, it gets a bit weird. I wish they kept, like, the conversation going. He should have been like, at this point, it's a warning, or at this point, it is a stroke. It's hard to watch.
What happens here?
He gets called for a time.
He takes a step forward. Don't do it!
So you have a penalty too. What? You have a penalty. Why? Before this round, so you have a penalty too. What? You have a penalty. Why?
A penalty. Okay, penalty.
A time
Before this
violation.
round, so you have a penalty too. What?
You have a penalty too. Something before this round, or like they were talking about the time before this round. So you have a penalty too. And by penalty, I think it's one stroke. Or maybe it's like, I don't know. This is crazy. Does the guy step back? He does step back. Oh, this is bad, man.
Penalty. Why?
Oh.
Excessive time. Why? EDJ rules.
Wait. Wait, why is he getting his face again, bro? No! I'm not actually on his side anymore, man.
Nikko, that's not a good look, man.
Oh, but then, okay, but why does the commentator say that? The commentator pretends like they're like this perfect person, dude. If you're on the 18th hole of the European Open and you're having a bad day or you're really invested and something like that happens, like what? Okay, if I think the only thing that the guy with the clock did wrong was the guy with the clock should have pulled Nikko off to the side so it's not on camera or like, you know, not in the way of everybody. And been like, hey, just so you know, you violated the time and it's a penalty. Not like make a huge scene out of it. As soon as he throws, walk up to him. That kind of reminds me of if you ever, there's a couple videos out there where people are in gyms. Maybe they're like a power lifter or something, and they do some like big. It's always a deadlift. They do some massive deadlift, and the gym owner or worker comes up to them after, like right after, and is like, "You need to get out of here." Like it's so. It's like respectful, but it's also so obnoxious. It's like, I guess in the gym it's a little bit different, right? But in the disc golf course, it's like, you should have just like been like, Nikko, come here. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just done that. Everyone is like watching this whole scene play out. I feel like it would have been less confrontational. That's just my take on it. But oh, Nikko gets a little bit too much. Watch it one more time.
Excessive time.
Why?
EDJ rules.
Step away from me.
Okay, at that point, I think Nico's not actually mad. He's just pissed off that he got called out. It's kind of funny. Like, at this time, he's like, why? Like, actually,
EDJ rules.
Step away from
at that point, he's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? But then he actually kind of... Wait, what did he say? It's so quiet.
Nikko, that's not a good look, man.
But why does the commentators have to chime in, bro?
It's. Oh. Well, that happened.
Yeah, that
We'll just leave it at that.
Kevin Jones on it.
By the way, when are they going to actually have decent looking quality cameras for the cover? It's so disgusting. Anyways, let's just scroll down to the comments, see what people say. Nikko's the only pro player I would never want to play around with. Are you kidding me? These people are so dumb. He's been a pro for much longer than a lot of the people he's playing with. If he doesn't get suspended or fined, it will be amazing. There needs to be an official on every hole at every big event. So, okay, like, I think him getting mad at first is okay, and then him following up is bad. I think him being questioning about it is not bad. Like, why did I get a stroke? Or what is going on? Time violation. I wish they said by how much. I feel like if it's more than 15 seconds, so if it's like 45 plus, they get the penalty. If it's like 35 seconds, they get notified of it or something. You know what I mean? What if you take 32 seconds because there's a bug on you, or I don't know, whatever. This is no longer Nikko being Nikko. That was a clear attempt to intimidate a tournament official. I think so when he like followed him. DQ from the event should be given as well as a lengthy suspension. This is ridiculous. Yeah, but at the same time, the official kind of did it in a weird way. Wait, like, let's watch. Let's just watch how the official approaches him. Okay, so Nikko finally goes to throw. Apparently, it takes forever.
Violation here.
So he was out of bounds off the tee, so this was his third. We ended up seeing his par putt, which he missed.
Right.
Okay, well, he waits for the disc to, like, fully rest, and Nikko can watch it, and then he comes up to him.
So what happens here?
But he, like, pulls up the phone, like, hey, Nikko. I think it would have been better if he just, like, hey, Nikko, I need to talk to you. Even then, it's so obnoxious. Honestly, you know what I think they should do? Even though it's kind of snaky and slimy, I think if the players know beforehand, it's better. What if they just, at the end of the round, add the penalties? Not while they're playing. And by penalties, I mean, like a dress code violation or, you know, time violation, stuff like that. Not just OB. Obviously, you would have to know if you're OB during the round. But maybe those, like, little violations, you can even, like, dispute or something. You can talk about it after the round with the official who was on the card with you. I think that'd actually be better. Because, like, in golf, there's all this, like, the official comes over. There's, like, a discussion going on. It's not just, like, a ruling is met right away. Like, the player is, like, talking to the official. I see, like, if you ever looked at some golf clip where they're like, yeah, I think, you know, the ball should be dropped here, whatever, and then they eventually come to a decision, you know, oh, or this, like, plant is X, Y, and Z according to the rules. Like, there's all this, like, discussion. I feel like there could be more of that, and that would be, like, after, like, this is hole 18. They could have done it after this hole. At the same time, this guy was probably told to do this because it's his job. And he shows the time. I wish you could see the time, but the quality is so freaking bad on these cameras from the Pro Tour. When he does that, it gets a bit bad. I mean, what is he gonna gain from this? He's not gonna gain a stroke or lose a stroke. Also, he's on Gateway again. So I feel like they should just have done that after the hole or after the round, because it's hole 18. I mean, if it was hole 2, that's when I think they should just pull him to the side, away from everyone. Because he already threw. He's going to be waiting 3 minutes, 4 minutes for his next shot. Let's see what else everyone says. I hope he gets a suspension from some of the future tournaments and fined. Otherwise, this behavior won't stop. He's an embarrassment and has been for a long time. That is not true. This is not true. He is just a very passionate player. Anyone who's gone to, like, a fist fight with somebody on the disc golf course, that is an embarrassment. I don't think it's ever gotten physical. He's only gotten mad at himself. Or, like, maybe he talks with other players after the round. He'll be the first to call someone else on a violation, but the moment someone calls him out, he steps in their face and demands they step away. I think the time violation's a different thing, though. Foot fault's completely different. If you see a foot fault, and it's giving someone an advantage, of course you're going to call them out. That's the rules. Right? If it's, like, iffy on a foot fault and no one's exactly sure, then it's pretty annoying, right? Then people start to get annoyed. But it's like, a lot of these people think, I don't know, that he is just the most toxic player on tour. This isn't a contact sport. There's no excuse for this level of aggression. It's time for the PDGA to make an example out of him. I kind of disagree with, like, I feel like he should just get the penalty and that's it. People are kind of, you know, they see, like, someone who's just new to the tour. Obviously, someone new to the tour is not going to express any emotions. Or they look at, like, Calvin Heimberg. Calvin Heimberg actually talks a lot. But he's not so... He doesn't have very many outbursts. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people are kind of taking it too extreme. Then continues to get... Wait. What a clown. I hope his sponsors are watching. Okay. When you say like that... I don't know. Okay, that's a bit weird because I guess it does kind of matter for the sponsor's image, but at the same time, it's not like Nikko Locastro can be easily replaced. He is. I checked. It was 1031. Like, this dude is. Okay, I don't know the world rankings, but he's at least top 100, probably top 50. Like, just because he got mad, just because he got, like, involved, I don't know. I feel like people are taking it out of proportion, but what he did was not very good. You know, after he said, like, step away from me, that was, like, I could tell that he was, you know, he was like, whatever, this is so dumb. But he seemed like he was over it. After that, that's when it was like, maybe he should get, like, a big penalty. And by big penalty, I think, like, what they could have done is just give him a 7 on the first hole. That would just, like, get him to stop. You know what I mean? Like, he would not do anything after that. But banned, a true ambassador of the sport. I don't know why people are getting so mad, but he's officially a DNF for the tournament according to UDisc. So I guess he did get disqualified. Maybe? Maybe he actually was just so pissed that he couldn't play. That could have been it, but I guess he is done from the tournament. According to UDisc. Which is, I guess, the right call. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you can question why, like, what's going on. But I guess he really did kind of get in his face. Like, right here, it's okay. Like, here it's okay. Here it's whatever. Now it's bad. This is probably why he got disqualified. But I feel like a lot of people, too, are just like, what is the word? Like, you'll see some people who are, like, really emotional. Sometimes it's overly dramatic and really annoying, and you can call a courtesy violation. And I feel like there's got to be like a middle ground where it's like the completely silent people who don't express any emotion. I try to be silent, actually. I get really mad, but I don't really show it that much. But there's a lot of people who like will only watch these types of people play, and they don't understand that they actually get frustrated too. And then once they see a tiny outburst, it's like a huge deal to them, I guess you could say. It's like when you actually play with people who are really good all the time, you'll notice like, you know, you'll notice they talk to themselves or they say something dumb like, yeah, great layup. You know, something like that. Like, it happens all the time. So I feel like the actual pros on the card maybe were like, dude, why'd you get in his face? That's about it. I feel like that's the extent of what happened. I don't think anyone on the card with him was like, you shouldn't be playing with me anymore. You know, I don't think anyone was like that. But the fans are like that because once they see an outburst, because they don't play with, you know, top-level people, they, you know, they overreact. But that's kind of my take. I guess someone said he's DNF'd from the tournament. Kind of makes sense after what he did, but at the same time, I feel like the players actually weren't that affected by it. Anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what you guys think.